реветь белугой. Это значит, как кричать и плакать очень громко. И также бить баклушей. Это значит бездельничать, ничего не делать. Надо намотать ее на ус.
Yeah, to do nothing, just like we're doing right now. Come on, Benjamin, these idioms are outdated. We need to keep up with the times.
Так, Катя, это сильно оскорбительно. Ты думаешь, что я не знаю современные идиомы?
That's not what I meant.
Ну, что ты имеешь в виду?
I just mean that we need to keep up with the times.
Ну, ты помнишь, кстати, это видео про идиомы, которое мы сняли недавно? Ну, ты хочешь поиграть?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. But what if we change it a little bit this time? I'm going to give you a situation and certain Russian idioms or phrases, and you're going to give me specific English words for that. How does that sound?
Звучит довольно интересно. Ну, давай, сыграем.
Okay.
Так раньше я был уверен в себе, но сейчас дрожу чуть-чуть.
Как осиный лист?
Да, как осиний лист, да.
Don't worry about it.
Сейчас.
Ready for the first situation?
Давай.
Okay, so what if you act spontaneously?
Не понимаю. Вдруг ни с того ни с сего на меня набросился.
Rather than, act as planned. So you just do things on the go.
Как спонтанно, да?
In Russian we have a saying «Да решим все по ходу дела, там разберемся».
Так, какое первое слово?
Oh, come on, you don't even want to...
Не, какое слово звучит как первое слово?
Well, that's tricky. Okay, what if I tell you not the first word, but there is a certain body part in this idiom?
Okay, so mouth, eyes, nose...
Close.
Elbow.
A bit up.
Head. Ear.
Yeah, so what English idiom do you know that has this word?
Oh yeah, play it by ear.
Play by ear. Can you give an example?
Yeah, sure. So let's say, for instance, I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. Let's play golf. But if it's raining too much, then let's play it by ear and see what happens.
Okay. The next situation. I actually see this phrase a lot in different videos on YouTube Shorts and so on.
В фильмах или просто в роликах?
Both. I'd say more in like short videos and so on. So this is the situation when you can't get something out of your head and you can't stop thinking about something. In Russian we would say something like «не могу выбросить из головы».
So I can't throw it out of my mind.
Yeah, but it's much shorter than that. Just 2 words. I can give you... No, it's going to be too simple if I give you an example.
Какой хитрый человек.
But a lot of shorts are like, what idea lives in your head? Oh, maybe Benjamin is a little babushka. So he doesn't know some of the modern English words.
Бабушный Бен.
Okay, let's play, alias in this case. So you rent an apartment, what do you pay?
Аренда. So rent.
And there you have the first word.
So rent.
You do not know this phrase.
No.
So actually Really?
Well, I just turned 31 the other day, okay? So мне только что исполнилось 31 год, так я уже бабушка.
Excuse you, we're not that much different in age. Okay, so the phrase is rent-free. Never heard.
To live rent-free
Yeah.
in someone's head.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
da.
for example, okay, can you tell me about the song that lives in your head rent-free?
I'm embarrassed. Мне неловко сейчас.
That's okay. Going on the episode of how well Benjamin knows modern English slang.
Ну, я не английский гопник, скажем.
No, this phrase, trust me. So when somebody, does something for the first time maybe, or they're nervous about something, and people try not to judge them as they otherwise would. So in Russian we'd say something like «не дави на меня».
Это что-то связано с глаголом резать. To cut someone some slack.
Cut yourself some slack, Jet. Anything can happen.
Can you give an example?
Let's say, for instance, I'm not very good at idioms. Can you cut me some slack?
That's a good one.
Давай, Катя, следующее блюдо. Я голоден.
imagine that you have something old-fashioned, out of trend, something that was cool years and years ago.
So старомодно.
So in Russian, in modern Russian, we usually call it something like trash, zashkvar. What about English? One word.
Это связано с мусором.
Not really, I'd say. Well, what if I tell you the first sound of the word? The first sound is ch.
Check.
Really? Benjamin?
Не знаю.
Pull yourself together, man. Chew.
Chew. Как жевать.
But it's more like C-H-E-U.
Откройте!
Нужно больше подсказок.
G-Y? I'm literally telling you the word, you know. Chugi. This is the word. Have you heard?
Chuli.
Chugi.
No. Никогда.
Really?
Не.
So
Chugi.
it's like when something is, you know, old-fashioned, you're like,
Это британский.
Well, apparently.
Chugi.
I was telling you, Benjamin.
Я уже давно живу здесь, в Новосибирске.
This is the excuse, not being old.
Так, чтобы не звучать как дедушка, у меня практически есть трость при себе постоянно. Но нужно быть в теме, нужно знать самые текущие, сочные, свежие идиомы. Катя, скажи, где мы можем искать такие
I know what he means. I know what he means. You mean our private Telegram chat. And that's absolutely true. That's a good idea. So we have our Big Apple chat where we post podcast after shows and we attach vocabulary lists. And in general, we post, you know, all of the modern idioms over there. So you don't have to be afraid of sounding a little bit old with that. And it definitely will help you boost your vocabulary. So make sure to check this out. Well, moving on to some annoying situations, you know. So imagine a situation, you sent a message to your friend and your friend read the message but did not reply. So in Russian we would say, он меня заигнорил. So what would be your reaction? How would you...
Призрак, да?
Okay, that's one of the... Can you actually...
To ghost.
That is one of the ways to, to express that. Because when we ghost somebody, that means we just ignore them completely and we never reply to them.
И часто используется пассивный залог.
I was ghosted.
To be ghosted.
But, Benjamin, what if it's not ghosting? Like your friend is still going to reply to you sometime later. But for now, they read your message but have not replied yet.
Оставить тебя на прочитано.
Yep. How would you say that?
To leave someone on read.
To leave someone on read or to leave somebody on delivered. Two options.
Да, я дедушка, но у меня iPhone 5. Так я знаю, как использовать такие идиомы.
Good for you.
Ну, что еще?
Well, I have another situation with two explanations, actually. So explanation number one, imagine that you have some job to do, but, you know, you do it quite fast, so the result might be not as good as...
Так не тщательно, да?
So in Russian, we might call it like для галочки. Like, okay, I did it, you know, you can put a tick and move on. And the other one is kind of the same. If you do something quickly, but doing it, you know, not in a good way, just to get it over with, basically.
Наверное, to do a shoddy job.
What if you want to save time? You're like, I don't have time to do this project 100%. I'm just going to do it like 75 because I just need to save time. In Russian, we'd say something like мне надо сэкономить время, мне надо побыстрее. Two
Это
words.
подавлен для времени, to be pressed for time.
Pressed for time, but there is another one. Because pressed for time is more about like, oh, I don't have time. But what if it's about how you do your job? Like, Okay, I can give you a hint. One of the word is...
Ножницы, scissors.
Nope.
To cut. Cut corners.
Yes, to cut corners.
Got it.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, let's say... Give me a second. Дай секундочку. You can't cut corners if you're making a car.
Well, I hope so.
It's gonna fall apart.
We never cut corners when we make our content at Big Apple School. I want to ask you a question, Benjamin. What is the tastiest dish you've ever tried?
Sushi, Vostok.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if it's the tastiest, in Russian we would explain or describe it as нереально вкусно. How would you say that in English?
Я бы сказал, that's banging.
Ooh, that's a good one. Do you have any other ones starting with the same letter? Any other adjectives?
Я
Come
просто
on,
думал,
Benjamin.
that's a top-notch dish.
Top notch, but it doesn't start
Да,
with the
это не с
same
буквой
letter
«Д».
as banging.
Да.
Okay, let me give you a hint. Not related. Again, we're playing the game of alias. Type of transport, public transport.
Автобус, bus.
And make this an adjective.
Bussy.
Bussing.
Блин, я не знал. Это bussing.
So actually, bussing and banging, they sound almost the same.
Banging. И также в Англии мы тоже скажем, that's pang.
Pang.
P-E-N-G. Но это только в Англии, по-моему.
Remember, guys, our first rule: when in doubt, leave it out. Just say bussing or banging.
Что следующий?
Well, the next one is kind of a stressful situation, actually. Imagine when you have a huge project and the deadline is coming and you've got a period of intense stress and pressure.
Как суетиться, да?
Well, it's more about the whole situation. So in Russian, we'd call it полный аврал. Like, oh my God, I need to meet the deadlines. I need to do this and this and this. Panic, panic, panic. So how to call this whole period?
Deadline, предельный срок.
Well, the deadline, this is what is coming. So what if you have very little time before the deadline and you're like, oh my God, I need to work twice as hard.
Ой, блин.
I think the reason why Benjamin is not sure about this phrase is because your student years are long gone, Benjamin. Long gone. But okay, 2 words. The second one is time.
Crunch time.
Crunch time.
Да, это знаю. Crunch.
Ding, ding, ding.
Хрустящий, да?
Yeah. Can you give us an example? How did you feel in your crunch time at university?
Well, I guess you could say I was drinking a lot of vodka during crunch time.
Whoa, I was studying when I had my crunch time. Well, I've got one more for you, Benjamin. So imagine you do some tasks and you do it exceptionally well, you know. In Russian we'd say «Хорошая работа, отлично справился». But
Как молодец, типа.
So how else would you say? I know in English you can say «good job».
Good job.
Good boy.
Good boy. You're not a dog, you know. What a good boy. What would you say to a human, okay?
Ну,
Like, good job. You're killing it.
absolutely banging. Как я сказал раньше.
I feel like this is one of Ben's favorite words, but okay, what else? Good job. Oh, you're killing it.
Нужно еще подсказки.
I can give you one Russian word. Гвоздь.
Oh, nail.
It was too obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the phrase?
Nail. Oh, yeah, to nail it.
Yeah, like, oh, you nailed it. Oh, Benjamin, you nailed this phrase. Almost.
Yes, that's a
He did not.
perfect, отличный пример. Давай, Katya.
Well, I've got 2 for the price of 1. One phrase can be used in 2 different contexts. The first context would be, you succeed at what you're trying to do, so we can say like, you nailed it, good job, all of that. And in the second one, it's more about an outfit. For example, like, damn.
Одежды.
Yeah, you know when you say like, you looking good in that outfit. You're
Looking bomb.
You're looking, but if I say good job, I can't say you're looking bomb, Benjamin, with this project.
Кстати, bomb это более американский.
Well, we have
Variants.
a mixture of both.
Да.
Anywho, so think of those 2 situations, both about good job, you nailed it, and the outfits, like, damn, you're looking good. Do I have American accent in this phrase?
Нет, да,
Okay, what if I tell
неплохой
you that
акцент.
it's a phrasal verb? And what? I can give you
Как
the...
дергать.
Yes,
Да.
yes.
Oh, pull.
And the preposition, the main part.
Pull, ну, не pull up. Pull up это как подтягивание.
Come on.
Pull, no, not pull down. Pull off.
Pull
Pull it off.
yeah.
Pull it off. Yeah, that's it.
So I'm going to say, Benjamin, you're not really pulling it off with the idioms, are
Не,
you?
это не мой талант,
So
видимо.
same thing with, let's say, outfits. Oh, wow, I love your green jacket. You're really pulling it off.
Итак, ребята, мы надеемся, что это видео было вам полезно. И обязательно нажмите на кнопку лайк, подпишитесь и нажмите на колокольчик. И обязательно посмотрите на наш видео-грамматику, ведь что идиомы не самые важные. Грамматика тоже очень важна в английском.
And if you're wondering, hey, I don't really have anywhere to practice these idioms that I've just learned, join our speaking clubs. You can find out more information in our Telegram channel, Big Apple School. So these speaking clubs are absolutely free and they happen about once or twice a week. So check them out. So that was all for today. That was Katya.
And Benjamin.
See you around.